What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review, and for this video I will be reviewing episode 202 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, titled The Cult. So this episode was about two things pretty much. Firstly, about Boro talking to his followers and about Boro's cult and getting more details about that, and secondly about Sasuke figuring out what was going on in that dimension, the Korra slash Otsutsuki dimension that he was in. So firstly, I just gotta say that I like what the anime is doing with Boro because it actually does make sense. Now, in the manga, we didn't get all this detail about Boro's cult. In fact, we didn't see him give one speech to his followers in the manga. It was kind of hinted at that he had some followers and stuff, but we didn't get all these details on it, and we didn't actually get to see what he was talking about and stuff like that. We didn't get really any depth to Boro, and I like the fact that the anime is pretty much showing us why Boro is a core member in the first place. They're actually giving us a reason for. They're actually showing us why Boro is in the core. That's something that the anime has done a fantastic job at ever since the core actuation arc started last year. We got a lot of detail about Deepa, who's an anime original core member, who's an enter of core as well as Victor. We got way more details about those characters in the anime than we did in the manga. Now, Deepa, he wasn't in the manga, but as far as Victor go, we got way more depth for his character in the anime, and the anime actually showed us why he's actually on board with Korra's plans and why he agreed to join the Korra. They actually gave us a reasoning for why he's in the group, and the anime is doing the same thing with Boro here, and they're actually showing us why Boro's in Korra, because Boro, he was one of those. He was in the fourth grade ninja war when everybody was caught, when basically everyone was put under Infinite Tsukunomi, and they were all pretty much put under that genjutsu in that dream world, and the only people who wasn't caught by that genjutsu was Team 7, thanks to Sasuke. And yeah, and Boro, he pretty much liked it while he was there, and it does make sense because just like what Madara and Obito was talking about, it was a dream world, it was a dream world where there was no suffering, no pain, it was just completely peaceful. That's what Madara and Obito were talking about, and it makes sense that it would be somebody who would actually, it makes sense that there would be somebody who would actually sympathize with the whole Infinite Tsukunomi idea and actually liked that they were in that dream world. It makes sense that it's just logical. It makes sense that there would be people around who actually missed that dream world that they were in, where there was no suffering and stuff like that. Now the problem is that in that dream world, it's not just a dream world, because once you're in there, you're slowly getting turned into a white Zetsu, and you will eventually die in that while you're in that genjutsu. That's something that Boro never knew. Boro never knew about that. It just seems like Boro was one of those characters in the fourth grade ninja war who was caught by the Infinite Tsukunomi, who actually liked being in the dream world, but he doesn't know the fact that he was going to get turned into a white Zetsu. But anyways, I like the fact that the anime is giving a reason for why Boro is in Korra, and the reason is because he wants to get back to that Infinite Tsukunomi world. And for the manga readers, it's gonna make even more sense for the manga readers. For the anime onlys, you guys are probably still a little bit confused about that, but you'll see once we get more details about the Korra. But yeah, Boro did say that he met an Otsutsuki, and there's one more Otsutsuki. He viewed the Otsutsuki as heroes, and obviously we know that Kaguya, she created the Infinite Tsukunomi before, so it makes sense why he would view the Otsutsuki as heroes. And he said he knows of one more Otsutsuki. Now that should give the anime onlys a hint as to what's going on with the Korra situation and stuff like that. You guys should be able to figure out what's going on with that whole thing. But yeah, I like how the anime is, adding more depth to Boro's character and actually giving us a logical reasoning for why he's a part of Korra. And like I said, for the manga readers, you guys know it makes a lot of sense for the manga readers right now. For the anime onlys, it's probably going to take you guys maybe a couple more episodes to start figuring out what's going on with that. Now, then we had the stuff with Sasuke. Pretty much, he was looking at those Otsutsuki symbols that was carved into that mountain behind him, and he was touching them. And every time he touched them, it was like a Otsutsuki that popped up. And he pretty much figured, he pretty much started to think that they all travel in pairs. They all have partners. Momoshiki and Kinshiki, their symbol was right next to each other. And then Kaguya's symbol was right by another Otsutsuki's symbol. And this is not a big spoiler. I'm just gonna tell you Sasuke's name. His name is Ishiki. So yeah, so Kaguya and Ishiki's, their symbols was right next to each other, and yeah, so Sasuke pretty much figured that they must have been partners as well, and he thought, did Kaguya actually come here with somebody? So that's what Sasuke was thinking. So and then he like they start to, and when they appeared, when these Aotsutsuki appeared, it wasn't really them. It was just like a hologram type of. It was kind of like like a hologram of them. It wasn't actually them. It was like, yeah, pretty much like a hologram. Now then, after that, Sasuke, another, Jigen, he entered that dimension that they were in, and he actually started to take chakra from the Ten Tails. He was like, it's too soon for you to eat me now. But he started to take chakra from the Ten Tails, and then he said he's going to pay a visit to the two vessels, meaning Kawaki and Boruto. And Sasuke noticed that Jigen had a karma seal just like Boruto did, just like Boruto and Kawaki. And he was also pretty shocked to see that there was a Ten Tails there. And this is not the same Ten Tails that he fought in the war. It's actually a different Ten Tails. Because the Ten Tails from the war, you need all nine tail beasts chakra together, and you need to put them inside the ghetto statue in order to, basically get that Ten Tails. But this is a different Ten Tails. So Sasuke was just very shocked to see a different Ten Tails there. And then we got a scene where pretty much one of Boro's assistants, her brother, was trying to get her to realize that Boro is not a good guy and stuff like that, and trying to get her back and stuff. And Boro pretty much easily beat this guy, and this guy used he kind of like split the top of Boro's body in half, but Boro easily recovered. Similar to Victor, he got high speed regeneration. And yeah, so then Boro pretty much killed that guy. Yeah, it looked like he pretty much killed that guy. And then yeah, after that we just got a scene where Boruto was training with Mitsuki, and he basically said the reason why Kawaki didn't come to train with them is probably because he's still trying to repair that vase that he broke, that Himawari made for Hinata's birthday. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much, yeah, that's basically what happened in the episode. And yeah, another great episode of Boruto. In terms of story, 10 out of 10. In terms of art, 10 out of 10. In terms of animation, 10 out of 10. I didn't notice any problems with this episode. It was just a fantastic episode overall, and it did a great job at setting up the future events that's going to happen and the future fights we're going to get in the series, which is freaking great. That's just some great stuff. Now, with that being said, that's all I got to say for this video. If you guys like the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that channel notification bell to be notified on all of my future videos. And drop a comment and let me know what you thought of my review and of the episode in the comment section below. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.